Hi, welcome to my chess channel. Today's date is the 4th of June 2018. That's half the year almost over. Anyway, here we go. This is a bullet game. This is how you play bullet chess. So I'm just showing you that I'm starting to master how to play bullet chess. But you be the judge. And so like I consider this game, I know it's me saying it, but I consider this game rather crazy. And so here we go, let's get into it. D3, E6. Now everything looks all normal, doesn't it? You know, like everything's looking quite normal. Okay, and here comes B6. And so now I think I play a correct move here. Castles. Bishop B7. Now what did I play next? I played Knight G5. Now who would think? Now this is a new move. Yeah, this is a new move. I've never played this move ever, I believe, ever. I might have played it when I was 12, 11. H5. Now the thing is black's wanting to play H4 probably, so they might have had H4 already planted on their device or machine before I play this. So before I play my move, which might have came at lightning speed, but I don't know. H4. So if black's played H4 from H5, then they now have to fumble and find another move. So that's a very good technique in bullet chess, is to thwart your opponent by them thinking that you're going to play something and you play something completely different. So I mean, that's the craziness about 1 minute bullet chess. Now I know I've watched Magnus playing his sort of like crazy chess. Now what move shall white play now? I mean, white's faced with some difficulty here. Should white play F3, Bishop F3, or Bishop H3, or move their knight back, or something else? Now, coming up now is a true novelty. I've never ever played a true novelty in chess in my whole life, but here it is. Look, I might be playing a sort of like a line that's interesting in the French, but here I'm playing a true novelty. Watch my next move. Are you ready? This is a true novelty. Do not try this at home though. Knight E5. Now, what can black do? Well, black can do about 40 things. I would prefer Knight E5. Looks pretty good to me. F6, just about giving me a lot of choice. I can play here Knight E6 if I so wish, but I'm not sure what the consequences are, which is very important in chess, consequences. But I mean, F6, now I've got two knights attacked. Two knights defense, or two knights attack. I go with one of them in to attack the queen. And guess what? Black plays in their 1 second a move, or whatever it is, plays Queen C7. The berserk mode, by the way, I remember the word now. Now, here is another true novelty. This has never ever been played. I believe this move probably has never been played by someone who's a champion of B grade. Okay, here comes another novelty move, which is designed to try and spawn black by thinking, well, instead of thinking there's normality, there's no normalness in this whole game. I played Bishop F4. Why not? I mean, now comes black's beautiful, fine concept, which I believe is very good for black. Plays E5. Now I've got a few problems in my chess position herewith. So what do? I sort of like just bite the bullet, duh, And I'm sorry to misuse that word bullet. Now comes knight h8. So now what? Black goes on the attack with ef4. Now if I play here now, then I've got to start watching out for queen h2 checkmate after queen f4. So I don't want that, do I? But what do I play here now? I could play knight here. I mean, if I look at this, I can find lots of nice moves for white, or not lots and lots. You get the idea. Nice moves for black. But I play knight gf7. What a fantastic, excellent move this is, because I see right through, not to the end, don't I? Now fg3, fantastic. This game is following a game from about 45 years ago. And so what I do now, I find the best move on the planet, of course. I play f4. Note that if I play fg3, then the red line shows queen g3 looks quite ominous for white. It's not very good, because queen h2 is threatened, and I might have to start thinking. Haven't got time for that in 1 minute chess, but I am so amazed with Magnus Carlsen in berserk mode. Fantastic, and to come from behind and then still get third. Knight f2, a choice move. I probably would have played knight e3, or I would have tried to consolidate. I don't know, but I can't talk. I can't play chess. Knight f2, queen h5. Now what? Now what's threatened here? Let us consider what's actually threatened here. Am I threatening this? I could be. So let's just do a dummy move. Let's do a dummy run. I'm not even sure, because then black's got king c8. No, I can't go queen g4, and because of knight g4, and I can't go bishop h3 check because of knight h3. So I'm just being silly here, as per normal. So anyway, here I've got some moves, but they're not exactly entirely clear for white what to do here. If I go here, then knight d7. If I go here, then bishop d8 maybe, or even if they want to throw a spanner in the works, queen d8. They can't go king d7 because of check. So this is a bit odd, the whole thing. So here black played king d7. Of course, that's the only defense. And now comes queen f5. Now the king's got a choice to where to go, but we could repeat moves, or we do. Queen d5 check. Now some people would play here probably this with check discovery, and that might be quite handy, but it's not what I play. I play queen d5, of course. Why not? You know, king c6 to b5, queen c4 to check. I don't know why I'm repeating moves here. I know my opponent from England is higher rated than me in bullet chess, which isn't very good, by the way. King c6, and then I play queen d5. Yay, I've got a draw against a strong opponent. And then, here I sadly missed the opportunity of a draw. I play c4. Kids, do not try this at home. Now, probably here, black could play en passant, but they play king to the side cushion to a6. Now I've got to think, oh, my queen's en prise. What do I do? Queen f5. And then, g6. Never have I met this move before on the board. It's just like, what do I do now? Oh, I can't move my queen very many spaces, so I have to take this pawn with my queen or my knight. Knight d7. Excellent developing move from black. Black is finally developing another piece. Oh no, I've already had a lot of trouble with the ones that are off the back cush, and now the knight's coming out. And note the quietness of knight d7. It looks quite sort of like some other person played here in this position, exactly the same position, bishop c6, or also has been played queen c6 with the idea of this. Okay, new variation, hopefully waiting for e5, and everyone can see, oops, checkmate. So black's kind of had a pseudo win here. So this has been played before. So the next move is knight d7, which I consider the only quiet move of the whole game. And now other people have played queen g3 here, but I think it's a bit unsafe because it opens up my king to possible rook horizontal vertical threats onto my king and queen on g3 and g1 respectively. Queen f5, knight d3. What else? So I play e5 thinking, yay, a free knight. Okay, and anyway, here comes bishop g2. Now some people might play queen d3 here, but I start to play reasonably sensible for a change. I play king g2, and here comes a very bad move, although it looks very good, is queen b7. Now, why is this a bad move? It blocks the king's escape square to b7. Why? Of course, that's the answer. So here we have king g1. Now here, black makes a big mistake. They play rook g8. And it looks quite sensible until one sees queen d3. Now, what am I actually threatening here? And don't worry, it's not an exercise, because if it's an exercise, guess what? I fail. So I've learnt how to master this bullet chess. Is don't play chess, just play nonsense. G2. Now here, of course, my move here is queen a3 checkmate. But guess what? I didn't play it. I thought, oh! And the thing is, you don't want to put things where they can be captured by your opponent too easily. Now, a good friend of mine said the pawn on g2, don't take it if you're white. Don't take it, because black can never checkmate white here on g2 because there's a pawn in the way. And so I play rook f2. And now comes a great attack as fe5. And do I just take back here? No. Do I play queen a3 checkmate? So do I take here, or do I take here and win the king? No, I don't. I don't want to finish the game off yet. Truly not. b4. I see a plan. I think, oh, that king looks like I can checkmate it if I can get b5 in and then queen a3 checkmate in. And ef4, I go b5, and that's the end of my wee little game of bullet chess, which I find just amazing that I can't get any sort of reasonable rating out of, especially on my wee little small phone like that. But this one is way better, and that's the end of my session. I hope you enjoyed my wee little epitaph or whatever, epitaph or so, on chess today. And so today's date I've already said, so it's Queen's birthday weekend in New Zealand, and also it's celebrated today. And as mentioned earlier, I have had the opportunity of speaking to Her Royal Majesty when I was about 14 in Dunedin, and she spoke to me back then. And a few people weren't very happy that she spoke to me. Okay, I'll leave it at that, but it's all good.